Simple scenario for Mark Ogden. Pick your top five Manchester United strikers in the Premier League era. We're going to go 5-1, Mark, if you don't mind. Who you got at number five?
Well, first of all, the players are left out. No Andy Cole, no Dwight York, no Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Mark Hughes. So that kind of gives you an idea of the pedigree of, no Marcus Rashford either, the pedigree of the Man United strikers over the Premier League era. But in number five, I went for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, just ahead of Andy Cole, who, Cole, he missed a lot of chances, well, he scored a lot, but he was still just close to 200 Premier League goals throughout his career. But I thought Zlatan, the impact he made in his season and a half at Old Trafford, he scored 29 goals, a strike rate of a goal every 5.55 games. So, Zlatan had a massive impact even at the end of his career. So I think Zlatan is at number five ahead of Cole because he was so impactful late on.
At number four, you've got Eric Cantona. Now, you watched a lot of Eric Cantona. What was his best position? Was it right up front, right through the middle, or was it just hovering behind, causing a problem for the opposition?
Well, I think we saw two Cantonas at United. I think we saw pre-Kung Fu, post-Kung Fu kick, because prior to the Kung Fu kick, he was an out-and-out centre-forward. He was a powerful centre-forward. He could score goals with his head. He'd strike from 20 yards, tee up Mark Hughes. That, for me, was the best Cantona because it was the most explosive Cantona in many ways. After the Kung Fu kick, he became a deeper lying player. He could pick holes in defence. He could find an assist. I don't think it was quite as exciting after the Kung Fu kick, but he was arguably a better player. But I think for me, the explosive nature of Cantona was prior to the kick.
You've got three massive names, wonderful, world-class strikers in your top three. We'll start at three. How difficult was it to put Wayne Rooney behind 1 and 2?
Well, Rooney is Man United's all-time top scorer. He scored more goals than Sir Bobby Charlton, anybody. But Rooney had, over 10 years at United, and there were many seasons when he didn't quite hit the kind of the heights you'd expect him to. So his numbers are fantastic, and he is at United great. But for me, I don't think he, like the tops, I don't think he has that same kind of predatory kind of goal scorer about him. I think the other two ahead of him are much more natural goal scorers. I think they're predatory goal scorers, 6-yard box, 18-yard box scorers. Rooney was a bit of everything. So if you had to give me a player that would win a game out of nothing, Rooney would be third.
RVP and RVN, but in which order for your top two?
Well, two Dutch strikers who had a massive impact at United in the Premier League era. And number two for me was Van Persie, because he had certainly incredible first season at United when he scored all those goals to win the league, and he capped it with a stunning volley against Aston Villa with a hat-trick as well. The last Premier League hat-trick scored by a Man United player, remarkably. But Van Persie had a huge impact, and I think his technique, he just gave something different to United in that season. And I think he was very much like a modern-day Eric Cantona. He just clicked with everybody. And for me, Van Persie is ahead of Rooney on that basis. He's a much more clinical goal scorer.
And at number one, some may argue, but it's hard to argue against, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy was just an absolute cold-hearted goal scorer. 150 goals in 219 games. And, had his relationship with Sir Alex Ferguson not deteriorated as it did, I think he would have gone on to become the all-time top scorer at United. I think he would have, gone past Sir Bobby Charlton and set a mark that even Rooney couldn't have taken, because he was just, he would never pass. But I don't want my strikers, my best star striker, to pass. If he's got a certain goal, take a shot on goal. That's what Van Nistelrooy did, and he was freakishly good. His strike rate was just incredible. He scored at 0.66. That's his strike ratio. It's just, for me, outstanding striker. But we didn't see the best of him maybe because his time ended at United a bit too quickly.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.